Oh, let's turn this on. So we're going to play with some compression today. And we're going to do an arm balance, okay? It's more of a sitting arm balance. It's called Elephant's Trunk. It's super cool. I love it because I feel like it shows us where our strength is, and it's all about finding the balance through front and back of the body. And then we use a lot of hip flexor and core. Okay? If need be, we'll play with some straps as well, but I think we'll be good. So let's start off. We can just start off in a seated position. Knees lower than hips. If your knees are a little higher, you can throw a block or two underneath your bum. And then start to press down with palms on top of the knees or thighs, encouraging the hips to open. Yeah, nice. And then we're going to sit super tall. I don't know if I hit start. I did. It happens. So just giving yourself a little bit of time to settle here. Activate the legs. Press the knees away from center. Little curl of tailbone. Notice that when you curl that tailbone, we sit a little taller. Squeeze your shoulders into the ears. And then draw the shoulder blades onto the back body, and then shoulder blades slide down the spine. Allow your palms to face up on the thighs. And just start to find your breath cycles. In and out through the nose. Feeling the belly fill. And then the chest all the way up to the throat. And then press every sip of air out. Tone the core. Press the belly button to the spine. Breathing on purpose. Releasing any thoughts of anything that you might have brought in with you, anything that's swirling around on the outside, allowing yourself to have an hour of presence. Just paying attention to you, fulfilling you, nourishing you, filling your cup. And then if it's in your practice to set an intention, I invite you to set one now. How would you like to feel as you walk through that door, back out into the wild? Maybe it's finding a new habit. Maybe it's releasing an old habit. Maybe it's just sending love to a part of your body, another person, another group. Maybe it's just to settle. I want you to breathe that feeling in. How does it feel walking out with that newfound habit, or letting go, or feeling? How does it smell? How does it taste? How does it feel on your skin? Beautiful. Next breath in. Flutter your eyes open. Yeah. And we're going to reach up and overhead. Tap thumbs. And as you exhale, twist over to the right. Yeah, so if you're sitting up on a block, let the left fingertips come to the block, get a little grip, and then exhale, twist. As you breathe in, come out of the posture just enough to fill your lungs completely. And as you exhale, twist a little deeper. Belly button pulls to spine, stay super tall. Last breath here, inhale. Exhale, cycle with the breath. Beautiful. Come back in through center. And then find that other twist. Fingertips press away from the earth. And as you exhale, rotate around your spine. Inhale, fill. Exhale, find your empty. It's the bottom of your exhale where we have the most space to twist, the most space to play. Last breath here. Beautiful. If you have a block behind you, grab it, reach it up and overhead. And then we're going to take a block in front of us. Yeah. Wiggle your bum down, press your sit bones down. It's going to cause your back to round just a little bit, and then just either walk your block forward or slide your block forward. Yeah. Push down into your block with your fingertips, and then I want you to rock forward on your block. Yeah, notice how this keeps the length without allowing us to dump into the block. Yeah. Can you rock your forehead right and left? Can you relax the jaw? Feel the stretch underneath the shoulders. See if you can press your sit bones down just a little deeper. And as your breath in, expand the back body. Feel that low back. Feel the rib cage get wide. And exhale, find your edge here. A deeper fold, compression in the hips. Beautiful. Press into the block, look forward, and then slide your block back in. Nice. We're going to roll onto our backs. I'm going to slide the blocks out of the way and just roll it back. Beautiful. Right knee's going to come into the chest. Oh, that would be nice if we had lights on. That's what happens when I don't look around. So pull your right knee into that heart space. Yuppers. Wrap your fingertips around your shin, and I want you to activate your left foot. So feel like you're actually stepping on it. Yeah, nice. Push, 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 like that whole foot. Yeah, spread your tootsies. Nice. Gorgeous. And then start to make some circles with your right knee. Yeah, if your hips begin to rock, make those circles a little smaller. Beautiful. I'm going to close this hip. Yuppers. Yeah. Now push against me. Yes. Beautiful. So you're engaging that quad. You're lifting that kneecap. Beautiful. We'll find a half happy baby. So your left elbow comes inside of that, right elbow comes inside of the right knee. Right hand to the outside of the foot, calf. And then I want you to pull down and kick up with your foot at the same time. Yeah, nice. Now I want you to bend your elbow. Bend it. It's going to come to the inside. Yeah, nice. Now kick and pull and kick and pull at the same time. Yeah. This shoulder's not helping you. Let it go. Yes. And then I'm going to anchor through this hip. Breathe into that tightness. So I want you to feel the resistance. I want you to feel that skin, the inside stretch. See if you can soften into it. Yeah, nice. Beautiful. We're going to find a little supine pigeon here. So you're going to take that right foot, cross the body. Left hand's going to grab the foot and then wrap in. Can you lift head, neck, and shoulders? See if you can wrap your right elbow around your right knee and then grasp. Yes. Beautiful. Tuck the chin. Spread the shoulder blades. Can you lift the shoulder blades off of the mat? I want you to press that low back down. Yeah. And then drop head, neck, and shoulders and just breathe into that hip. Nice. I'm going to press right there. Yeah. Beautiful. Let those shoulders go. They're kind of holding the leg, but it's okay. See if they can not hold the leg. Use the muscle of the leg to pull up and in. Yeah. Beautiful. Wide toes. Nice. Let your left shoulder down just a little bit.
I think I gotta move my arm.
Yep, you can do that.
I'm learning so much about my body. It's crazy. The adjustments of how I need to hold myself. It's nuts.
Beautiful. Slow motion. Release that. Pedal out the legs. Just spin them. We're just releasing the hips here. Nice. And then drop that right heel down. Find your half happy baby on the left side. Elbow to the inside, hand to the out, and extend your right heel forward like you're stepping on it. Yeah. How wide can you spread your piggies? Beautiful. Nice. And we'll shift your hand just a little bit. So I'm going to pull this here and then have your hand come in and out. Yeah. Nice. Now pull down hard and then kick in hard. Yeah. Kick, kick, kick with your foot. Kick. Now pull. Pull and kick. Yeah. I'm just going to anchor through this. Relax your jaw. Yeah, you can stick your tongue out. Let it go. Beautiful. Nice. Start to find that supine pigeon. Reach that heel over. You're working the shin towards the rib cage. Yeah, wrap it around. You do you. You get to choose. And then we really want to lengthen through that left leg. Yeah. So I'm just squaring her hips. So if you can, what a difference it makes. Yeah. So we don't have a lot of purchase to square our hips here. We're laying on our backs. We don't have anything to kick into. So it's kind of just a friend helping.
Is that part of where you're pressing to our right foot?
It is. Yeah. Nice. I'm going to anchor through there. Yeah. And then a little bit of inward spiral with your right thigh. Turn that right thigh in. Right toes are going to go in. Yeah. Whew. And just breathe into that. Beautiful. Big breath in. Open mouth exhale. Let it go. Just spiral it out. Maybe little egg beaters, maybe like you're on a bicycle. See if you can do something different than you did the time before. Nice. And then just start to rock and roll forwards and back, forwards and back. Nice. We're going to come into a seated position once again. This time, soles of the feet together. So it's like a butterfly position. Yeah, so big toes are going to touch. Yeah, and then we're going to grab onto the fronts of the ankles, and I want you to pull in. So feel like you're lifting your heart here. Elbows squeeze. And then tuck the chin just enough so the back of the neck gets nice and supple. Big breath in. This time, push your big toes together and fold forward. If you'd like, fingertips can wrap around the toes if that feels yummy. Keep using the legs. Keep pressing, activating the feet, which activates the hips. Yeah. Maybe your forearms encourage the knees to go a little wider. Nice, Kelsey. I want you to relax your head, relax your neck. Beautiful. Nice. So I want you to watch this. Okay, so his hips are super wide. So there's not much that we can do to get the hips to go wider, but we can seat this. So I'm going to come in here, pinkies in the crease, and go wide. How does that feel? So I'm more pulling out than pushing down. And then I just want to relax him here. Breathing into that back body. Feel the rib cage expand with your breath. How was that? Beautiful. Find the bottom of your exhale where there's no air left. We're moving into that space of deflated lungs. Nice. Look at that. You're continuing to go, 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 go. Yes. Beautiful. Slow motion. Bring that up. Nice. We're going to shake that out. Clamshell the knees together. Give a little shake to the legs. Crisscross the ankles and then roll over. Neutral tabletop. Beautiful. Straighten through your right leg. So right toes go towards the back of the mat. Yeah. And then I want you to touch your toes down. So toes are going to touch the mat. Notice where your hips are. We want to try and keep as square hips as we can for the first couple, and then we're going to start to lift it and open it. So dome the upper back. Find a cat pose. Yes, pull the belly button in. Right heel hovers, even if it's just an inch or two off the mat. And then bring that right knee in towards your nose. Round and curl. Nice. Can you touch your nose? Round it, curl it. Nice. Take it back. Exhale, round and curl. Nice. Pull it in. Press it away. Pull it in, round. Press your spine to the sky. How big of an arc can we make? Beautiful. Lift it. And then right shin comes down to meet left. Left leg lifts. Press away. Beautiful. And then left knee to nose. Pull it in. Round, round, round. Beautiful. Inhale, lift. Exhale, round. Yeah. Bring it into your nose. And I want you to push against me. More, 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 more. Yes. Inhale, lift. Exhale, pull it in. Make that space. Gorgeous. Touch the nose. It's those last 8 inches that are the most important. Inhale, lift. Nice left shin down to meet right. Grab your blocks. Slide them underneath your fingertips. So we're going to warm our core up without doing sit-ups. So slide your blocks back just a little bit. Yeah, so you can come onto the lowest one or even a little bit higher. But I want you to grip your blocks like you could lift them at any time. Hold them like, like they're important. And then I want you to pull your right knee in, feel that space in the back body, and slide your right foot through. Try and keep the hands on the blocks. All right, Miranda, what was that? She's like, Okay, no, here, I'll give you mine, okay? Okay, so we want to use the core here. Beautiful. So what goes back can come forward. So press down into your blocks. Yeah, press down, press down. Arc your spine like we did before, and just slide your right foot back. Yep. Yeah, if it goes back, it can go forward. Slide your hands back just a little bit more. Yeah. Igor, if you're good and you can step it all the way through without moving your hands, you can keep your hands right there. Okay. Pull your left knee into your nose. Pull it in, pull it in. Press away, press away. Nice. Press away. Gorgeous. Okay. So if that was challenging, I want you to go to taller blocks. This is why we have the different stuff. Yeah, you can either move those to taller or you can use your other blocks. Okay. If we don't use the muscles and we do that little flamenco thing with our feet and the knees go in and the knees go out, we never find the core strength. Okay, so slide that left foot back to meet your right. Nice. Notice how it goes back, doesn't it? It can go forward. Beautiful. Let me grab these. Coming. And let me show you a couple ways where we create space in the body. Okay. The only thing that matters here is the distance between the shoulder, your chest, and where the ground is. Okay? So if your hands are in front, look how short that distance is. Okay? So when we stack the shoulders on top of the wrists, we just gave ourselves 2 or 3 more inches, okay? Next thing, when we round and curl, we just gave ourselves 2 more inches, okay? If we come onto fingertips, we just gave ourselves 2 more inches. And when you're in a down dog, if you come to your toes, you give yourself 2 more inches. What does this allow? This allows us to come in and step it through. Okay? Those are the muscles. So we always do step throughs. Sometimes we huck it up there. Sometimes we sling it up there. I want you to use your muscles. Yes, if you need a higher block, use it until we find the block height. Yes! Do you feel the difference? It's hard, isn't it? It is. It's very hard. Nice. If your knee comes outside of your elbow, it means the outside of your leg is stronger than the inside of your leg. Okay? So until you can do that, I want you to bring the knee inside. It strengthens the inner part of the leg, and then step it through. Beautiful. When you come back through, press away. Lift your heel. Lift your toes. Slide. Yeah, that's the muscle. Beautiful. Nice. Inhale, rise. Exhale, let it go. Breath in. Bring it back down. Other side. Find your stack, shoulders on top of wrists. Nice. Find your cat pose. Maybe you come to fingertips. Press away, scoop the belly, and then bring that left knee in maybe to the nose. Yeah, keep it between the elbows. Yes, and then step it through. Beautiful. And then we're coming back through. Press away, find all the space, lift, slide it back. Yeah, you got it. Nice. So it's just breaking that down. Now that you've felt it, you can't ever put the genie back into the bottle, okay? It is challenging. But when we use blocks, we find the muscles. Because when we don't use the blocks, we just huck it, we move it, we step it, we stab it. We want to find that strength. It is this strength. It is this strength that brings the knee to the nose. That is where we press away, that all of our inversions, everything is based on, is that internal pelvic floor. And I've seen the postures you want to do. This is where we have to go. So she sends Alex these beautiful pictures of these postures. They're so incredible. I'm like, I would love to do those one day. Alrighty, so we're gonna find our downward facing dog. So you can come to blocks or the mat, curl your toes, lift your hips, drop your heels. First one of the day maybe, so pedal it out. Nice. Start to work your weight towards the back, towards your heels. Yeah, nice. I want you to think, scoop the belly, lift and separate the sit bones. Yeah, nice, beautiful. So I'm gonna come right here, okay? And I want you to come against me. Do you feel that? Mm-hmm. Wrap that. Yeah. Oh, now work your heels down. Yes, wrap it, yes. Ah. So you have very open shoulders. Nice. And you're gonna wrap here.
Yeah, I don't know if I can do that one.
And you're gonna come here. Gorgeous. Take a big breath in. Right heel lifts. So with that right leg going towards the back of the room, we're gonna find a three-legged dog. So start to bend your knee. And then point your knee to the sky. Yes, perfect, Kelsey, yep. Yeah, so I want you to stack your hip. Stack, 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 stack. Yes, beautiful. So this leg is gonna wrap around me. Wrap it, give me a hug. Yes, nice. And then I'm gonna press here. Oh, do you feel that lengthening? Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Beautiful. Look between your thumbs and step that right foot in. Yeah, if it doesn't land right where you want it to, I want you to take your right hand behind the calf, engage all of those muscles, and then work it through. Yes, palms and foot are down on that ground. Yes, melt down to your back knee. Uncurl your toes. Yeah, stack that right knee on top of the ankle, and then we're gonna rise. Bring your fingertips to your hips. Squeeze your bum and bring it up. Yeah, nice. Now, I want you to curl your bum under. Yeah. So you're going to feel the front of that left hip more than usual. Take your right thumb in your right hip crease, pull it down, and then bend forward. Feel like you have a sandbag right here. Yes. Nice. If you'd like, you have options. You can bring fingertips to that right knee, push away. Yeah, and then I'm going to roll you open. Feel like I took fingertips between your shoulder blades, and I'm just going to lift your heart. Yeah. If it feels okay on your neck, can you lift the gaze? Notice that that affects the balance. For the wobbles, I want you to hug your thighs together. Squeeze your hoo-ha. Yeah, nice. One more breath. Beautiful. Come back in through center. And by center, I mean stacking that back hip on top of the left knee. Yeah, and then we're going to root to rise. Reach. Gorgeous. A little twist. Right hand back, left hand forward. Can you pull your right hip back? Let your left hip drift forward. And then take your right thumb back into that hip crease. I want you to press it down. Bend deeper into that right knee. So the right knee aligns on top of the heel. Beautiful. And then squeeze your thighs to the midline. It's going to make this little twist a little easier. Take a breath and then reverse. Right hand dips, left hand reaches. So you have the option to stay right here, or maybe fingertips can come to the calf, fingertips to the heel. Breathe into your left side body. And then on an exhale, cartwheel your hands all the way down. Beautiful. Frame your right foot. Half splits. So we're going to start to shift the weight back. Pull your toes towards your nose. Yeah, if you're working on full splits, you can go all the way forward. Yeah. You can also take a block underneath your right thigh. It can be a thick block. It can be a couple of blocks. What does that block underneath there do? Yeah, so I'm going to take this right here. And I want you to push into the block. Yeah. Let that hip relax. Beautiful. Let it draw back. And then we'll play with your toes. I want all 5 to point towards the sky. And then pull back, pull back, pull back towards your nose. Other way. Yeah. I want to light up the top and the bottom. Do you feel it both? Nice. Now, yeah, now let your head go. If the hamstring remains tight, nothing shifts. Beautiful. So I'm going to square your hips. It's going to show you where your work is. You're going to pull the right hip back and then let your left hip come forward. Yeah. Now peek at yourself in the mirror and readjust your shoulders. Yeah. Beautiful. I'm going to see if this leg can rest on this. Can it get down to there? Yep. And that's where you're tight, is it not? Right behind the knee? Yeah. Let your left shoulder go. Yeah. And breathe. Breathe. So we have to soften the hamstring or nothing changes. We never find flexibility. Nice. So can you wiggle your toes? Point and flex, point and flex. Yeah. Nice. Can you rock them forwards and back? Nice. I'm going to pull you out. Send that block underneath your right thigh. And come up to the point. Yeah, I'm going to put it here. Okay, yeah, right there. Yep, now drop it down. I'm going to square your hips. I'm going to pull and push. Yeah, do you feel that? Yeah. Now come forward. Yeah, that's going to show you where your work is. Let your shoulders relax. Can you fold? Toes point to the sky. Yeah, you can touch them with your hands. Yeah, they're your toes. You get to play with them. Beautiful. Sometimes it's that little bit of proprioception with the fingertips that allow the hamstring to let go. Beautiful. Last breath here. Nice. Come back up through center. Nice. We're going to walk the hands back, both hands inside, And then we're gonna find a 90-degree angle with that right hip. Beautiful. So we're gonna take blocks, maybe small, maybe large. We're gonna take one block behind that right ankle, and then the left block is gonna be even. Yeah, so it's like a little bit of a lizard lunge. Nice, and we're gonna bend the elbows and come down. Let your head release. Yeah. Can you press the back of your right elbow behind that right knee? Nice, so Natalie, you're gonna pull your hands inside. Inside, right here, yep. And then this hand's gonna come inside. Yeah, yes, nice. And then we're gonna move this underneath here. Yeah, bend that elbow, bend it. Yes. And then see if we can get the elbow underneath here. Kind of like a little backpack, yeah. Beautiful, shift forwards and back, forwards and back, forwards and back. Nice. Kelsey, let your left shoulder go. Yeah. Beautiful. Come back in through center. Beautiful. Set the blocks aside. Pivot your left shin behind you. And then turn your right toes to point towards the exit door as you straighten through that right leg. Yeah. Nice. You can bring a block with you. We're going to fold forward, come down to forearms, and then we're just going to rock forwards and back. We're working our bum towards that left heel. It may or may not go, but I want you to anchor through your right pinky toe and feel the stretch on top of the foot. Press down to feel the top, right on the tendons stretching. Beautiful, come back in through center. If you brought a block with you, bring it with you. Beautiful. Press away from the earth. Shift your hips back. As you push down, lift that right heel. Find that core strength, yeah. And then pull it back, shin to shin, toes curled. Inhale, reach, big breath. And then exhale, cactus. Bring your hands to your cheeks. Push your cheeks forward, squeeze your elbows. If it feels good to release the neck, see if you can lift the gaze. Start to trace a line from the ceiling towards the back wall. If you feel it in the low back, come out immediately and try again. Feel like you're rolling over a big beach ball. Next inhale, drop the chin. Beautiful, come back in through center. Beautiful, palms down. Nice, round and curl. Bring that left knee in. Hold, look between the thumbs, and step it through. Beautiful. Shift that weight forward. So find a little bit of a cow pose, lifting through. Yeah, nice. Big breath in. You can bring fingertips to that knee. We'll press it away. And it's like a secret little back bend here. Open through that heart space, but curl the tailbone under. So the more we curl it under, the more we open up through that hip flexor, which is amazing for the hips. Right hip draws forward, left hip draws back. And then come back up through center. Beautiful, inhale, reach. Drop that left hip, especially if it's a little lifted, and then twist. Nice. Left thumb comes into that left hip crease. Pull it down, spiral it in, yes. And then reach it out. Gorgeous, find your reverse. Nice, left hand dips, right hand reaches. Yes, yeah, you're doing great. Beautiful, I'm gonna set a block right here. Let your fingertips find your block, yeah. And I want you to breathe into my right hand. Nice. Look at that. Nice. Inhale, come back through that twist. And then cartwheel the hands down. Frame your left foot, half splits, full splits. Shift your hips. Yeah. You can walk the toes forward. And then you get to play here. Yeah. Think about pulling the left hip back, Letting the right hip shift forward. Yeah, and then can you let that left thigh relax? Nice. I'm gonna put this underneath it, it'll be softer for you.
Okay, well, I need it a little higher. That way?
Then this way, yep.
Okay.
See if that's good, yep. Yeah, do you want this on top of it?
No, I think that's good.
Okay.
That's helpful. I
Okay.
don't think I've ever done
I'm gonna
that
square. Curl your right toes under. Yeah, look back at your right toes. If they're sickling in towards the center, curl your toes under. All it does is help to square your hips. It doesn't make any difference in how far down you go. Yeah, that is square. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, nice. I'm gonna let that left thigh rest on something. The uppers. Now notice, as soon as you do that, it relaxes. Now I'm gonna square your hips. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Pull that left hip down and back. Yeah. Curl those toes under. Yep, yep, yep. It's gonna lift that hip, but it's gonna give you more space. Yeah, now relax into that left hip. Yeah, let your shoulders go. Yeah, beautiful. Nice. Shift. When we have the block underneath that front thigh, it tells your nervous system everything is okay. It's going to let go just a little bit. You can touch your toes. You can point and flex. You can let them roll out towards the right and left. Important thing here is that we let it go. Let it relax. If the hamstring stays like a guitar string, nothing actually changes. But when we can let it relax, let it set on a block, the fascia that's around it says, oh, everything's good. That quad is engaged and it relaxes the hamstring. It's interesting. Reciprocal inhibition, where one side is strong, the other side can be long. Last breath here. Beautiful. Next inhale, find your half lift. Beautiful. Pivot your right shin behind you and then walk hand over hand over to the right. You're welcome to take your blocks with you. Beautiful. And then start to walk your fingertips forward. Reach your bum back, but anchor through your pinky of your left foot. It's going to stretch the top of that foot. Yeah, nice. So push in here. Yeah. Beautiful. Pull this down. Yeah. And just breathe. If that's too much for your knees, you can always come up. Beautiful. I'm going to put these underneath your palms. It'll be less pressure on your wrists. And then I'm going to anchor through this. Roll, roll, roll. I want to stretch everything. Yeah. So yoga is about tiny shifts. Sometimes it's just a pinky press and everything in the body goes, oh, oh, oh. You have my attention. Beautiful. Slow motion. Start to walk the hands back underneath the shoulders. Beautiful. Come back into center. Yeah, blocks or no blocks. Press down, lift your heart, slide your bum back and lift that left heel. Feel the back stretch, feel that space, and then slide it back. Beautiful. Crisscross your ankles and come to sit. Grab your blocks on either side. Yeah. So blocks are going to come right next to your hips here. So sides of the feet are pressed into the mat. Know that you can use the sides of your feet, okay? Unless you're Igor. Igor's not allowed to use the sides of his feet, okay? So we're going to push down, lift your bum. Can you lift the feet? So maybe they lift, maybe they don't. It's okay. Beautiful. Drop your bum. And then open and close the fingers. Yeah. Right hand presses away. Grab the pinky and then wiggle the other fingers. Ring finger, wiggle. I'm mad finger, wiggle. Index finger, wiggle. And then grab your thumb and then just wave, kind of like a little, think about it like tentacles on a jellyfish. And then other side, pull it back. Yeah. Pinky, wiggle. Boy, the fingers are different on the other hand. Ring. middle, wiggle. Index, wiggle those fingers. So what you're feeling in there is the fascia. The muscles are not tensing. That's that fascia pulling, nice. And then thumb, pull, and then wave. Beautiful. Uncross your legs, heels down. Squeeze your knees together and then walk the blocks back just a little bit. So you're gonna squeeze elbows in towards you like they're going behind you. We're gonna lift the bum. Yeah, push down. And then swing your bum back. Swing it forward. Swing it back. Sometimes the higher blocks make this easier. Shift it forward. Squeeze those knees. Shift it back. And then drop it down. Nice. Spin your wrists. Shake it out. Beautiful. Walk your heels in just a little bit so knees are bent. But this time we're going to walk the blocks forward. Take a big breath in. As you exhale, fold forward. Belly and thighs connect. Now lift your bum. Yeah, squeeze. Can you straighten through the legs? And bring it back down. This time bring your bum forward and lift. Yeah, stretch through the shoulders. Nice. Sit it down. Set your blocks back in front. Find your downward facing dog. Roll over the crisscross legs if that feels good. Walk the feet back. Nice. Really grip your mat. Activate the webbing. Yeah. So from here, I want you to try and pick up fingers. Yeah, don't let me pick up your fingers. Don't let me pick them up. Yeah. I want you to be able to lift your wrist. Yes. Grip, grip, grip. Nice. Big breath in. And then exhale. How does that feel? Beautiful. Nice. I'm going to show you another one if you want to grab a belt. Okay, if you want to grab a belt, and you can do Igor, and I'm going to grab a belt, and I'm going to do Natalie. So I'm going to feed this underneath her. Okay, and this belt's going to come right in her hip crease, yuppers, and then I'm going to choke up on the belt. Yeah, take a breath, and then I'm going to sit back like I'm in a chair. Yep, sit it back. Yeah. Yeah. So we're just creating space in the torso. Yeah. Can you reach your heels a little closer to the ground? Yeah. Nice. Big breath in. Big breath out. Letting go. Beautiful. Three-legged dog. Right heel lifts. Oh, I guess we're on left side. Yeah. Left side. Left heel lifts. Sorry. Bend that knee. Stack it. Yeah. Beautiful. I'm going to snuggle in right here. I want you to give me a hug with that heel. Yes. I'm going to press right there on the sacrum. We're going to find a little bit of length. Gorgeous. And then exhale. Step that left foot through. Go slow. Let it land. That happens. Beautiful. Nice, Kelsey. Yep, it's okay. Yeah, move it if you need it. So this is where those blocks come in so handy. Beautiful. We're going to lift here. Inhale, rise. Exhale, fold. Come inside of that left foot. Nice. Walk that left block back. Walk the right block back. And shift forward. Can you get your left elbow underneath that left leg? Maybe it's on a block, maybe it's not on a block. Sometimes with the block it's easier. And then we push up from the fingertips. Yeah, nice. Beautiful. I'm going to see if this helps you. I'm going to take the block out of the way. Okay, and let your palm come right here. Yeah, beautiful. Now bend the elbow. Yeah, and then I want you to squeeze your knee on top of here. Yeah, so it's like you're backpacking that leg. Beautiful. Can you shift forward? Nice. Kelsey, I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take that block out. Okay. Hand's gonna come right here. Yeah, right there, nice. And the elbow's gonna bend, and then this is gonna come up and over that arm. So it's like it's coming here and bending out to the side. Yes! And then squeeze your knee in. Yeah, beautiful. Beautiful. Last breath here. Beautiful, come back in through center. Left shin steps back to meet the right. Gorgeous, crisscross the ankles. Come to seated. Beautiful. Let's come back through, sorry. Let's come onto our shins. And we're gonna slide the blocks so they're in one straight line with your knees. So they're on either side of the knees. Yeah, and then I want you to lift your bum. Push down into your palms. We're gonna touch the tops of the feet down and just lift the knees. Again, stretching the tops of the feet. Yeah, can you shift forward even more? Weight into the fingertips. Beautiful, take it down. And then spin your wrists. So we're just getting used to putting weight in the hands. Yeah. It forces the shoulders to work, core and upper back. Nice, one more time, big breath in. Pull the belly in, lift your knees. And then maybe you lift your hips. If it's too much weight on the tops of the toes, shift weight into the fingertips. And then bring it down. Nice. Beautiful. Interlace the hands. And then just spin. Yep. Shake it out. Now crisscross the legs. Beautiful. We're going to take the hands out towards the right and the left. And we're going to pull the left heel in. Remember that little supine pigeon that we did? We're going to do it sitting. So can you wrap around right knee, elbow to that right foot like you're holding a baby. Your baby can be down here, it can be anywhere you want. But I want you to use your baby to sit tall. Yes. And first we're going to begin to rock the baby. So pull the shin towards the rib cage and then just rock. But I want you to look where you rock. Press the left shin into the mat. Nice, and then pause in the center. Right hand reaches. It comes to the outside of your foot. So grab it. Nice, just like we did in that half happy baby. And then we're going to reach that foot forward. And then we're going to pull it back. Yeah. So keep that foot high. We want that hip to come wide. I want you to feel it on the outside top of that hip. Yeah, you're welcome to take a block in front for stability. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pull it in. Bend that elbow. Reach. Pull it in. So we're working the ear to the sole of the foot, and I'll show you why. We want to come here, both hands on your foot, and then talk on it kind of like it's a cell phone. Not like the kids today, talk out here. Talk here. Feel that outside of that hip. Yeah, and just breathe. Yes, Brennan, I need you to come home now. I know it's 10 p.m. That is your curfew. Come on. Yeah. Can you sit a little taller? Keep talking on your phone. Yes. Take a big breath. Woo. And then let it go. Beautiful. We're going to backpack it. Left hand grabs the outside of the foot. Right hand is going to reach tall. Yeah. Lift that hip. And we're going to feed it underneath. So just like we did before, the elbow comes to the back of the knee. You're welcome to grab a block. So grab a block in your right hand and set it underneath. Yeah. And then I want you to squeeze your heel in towards your bum. So just like we do in that three-legged dog, where the heel comes down. So notice that when you squeeze, you kind of feel your butt lift. It's all attached. Left block to the left. Left heel forward. Yep. So I want you to keep squeezing down with that right heel. And we're going to put it all together here. So slide your blocks underneath your bum. Yeah. Lean forward. Squeeze down. Feel your bum lift as you press up. Yeah. Nice. See if you can hover that left heel. So this is the difference sometimes in small blocks and big blocks. It depends on the length of your thing. Yeah. Nice. So it's okay. It's okay. So I'm going to pull this here. Yeah. Yep. And then palm down. Yeah. Now I want you to lean forward as much as you can. Yeah. I'm gonna pull this here. It may or may not go. Okay, no, I'm gonna pull that heel here. I lied. Okay, yeah. Now, I'm taking this out. Okay, palm down. Yeah, shift forward. Come to me, come to me. Yeah, even if it lifts just a little bit, I want you to push down with your palms. Yeah, I'm gonna move this here. See if that helps. Yep, yep, yep. Oh, keep your hand on it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Push. Yeah, it's okay, okay? Do you feel it get light? Do you feel it move and shift a little bit? Okay, tiny bit, and that's okay, okay? It's a range of motion thing with the hips, so know that that's just fine. Okay, come in. She's like,
I'm like, I don't know.
Okay, it's okay. Nice. So let's play with this first. So let's pull this knee in. See if this helps, Kelsey. Just put this leg out and this leg in. Okay. Pull your blocks on either side. Okay. Push down and lift. Can you pull this knee into your chest?
Pick it up?
Yeah, pick it up. Yes. Nice. So see how you're leaning back? I want you to use that other hand underneath it to lean forward. It may or may not happen. Yes. Okay, that's that core. Yes. So good. Yes, 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 yes. Okay? So now we're going to play with that other leg, okay? We're just going to open up that hip. I think this feels really yummy. So, right heel in. So I got my rights and lefts mixed up. Find your baby. Wrap. And then just check out your baby's eyes. Yeah. Sit tall, because we don't want our back to hurt. And then we're going to twist. Look where you twist. Nice. And then see if you can just use the muscles of the legs to hold your baby, rather than the arms to hold that baby. Yeah. Keep twisting. Nice. Left hand lifts. Bring it to the outside. Yeah. Your right hand can come behind you. It can also come in front of you. And it's like we're going to start a lawnmower. So you know how you grab that thing and you go, pull. That's what we're looking for, yeah? Reach it forward and pull. Lawnmower, baby, yeah. One more. Pull. And then use both hands. Find your cell phone. Yeah, pull it up and in. And then I want you to talk on your phone. Brennan, where are you? You're making no mama worry. Yeah. Yeah. She's like, I've already talked on that cell phone.
I know.
Yeah. Can you sit a little taller? Can you pull in just a little deeper? And see if you can soften that little pinch. Yeah. Nice. Okay. Right hand has the outside. Left hand reaches. And we're going to backpack it. So we're going to pull it underneath. And I want you to feel like you're slinging this leg over like a backpack. It just has to go onto the elbow. And then that left hand comes forward. Yeah, it can come onto a block. Sometimes a block feels better, sometimes it doesn't. And then I want you to squeeze with that heel. Yeah. Squeeze it down. Yep, yep, yep. Can you walk your left hand back? That's your right hand, but it's close. Slide your left hand back. Yes. And then press up. Can you lift? Yeah. I can put a block underneath your right hand.
I don't know if that will help.
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Use this foot and push down. Yeah. This might be causing problems. Yes. So see if you can take this hand. I'm going to move this out a little bit. Sure. And you can use this heel. Now put this hand on here. Yeah, just kind of sling it over like a backpack. Yes. I'm taking that block out now. You don't need it. Yes. Now lean forward. You can bend this knee. Hand on block and lift. Press. Yeah, you got it. Okay. So I see it. Okay. Yeah. Can you get your butt further back? Yes. Yeppers. Yeah. So it's kind of funny. We want to lift, we want to play, but we have to get the length of the arm thing. Yeah. Nice. Now take that off and just pull the knee in and come from here. Yep. Push down. Yep, you can do it either way. So you can press with that foot or you can press with this foot. Yeah, nice. So I see where you've gone. No, pull it back. She's like, I like this. Nice, pull your hips back even more. I want you to use your core and not your back. Yeah, it's hard. Nice, bring it down. Okay, Krama 2, okay? You guys, I want you to just come here. You can use blocks and push, okay? Krama 2. Let's go back to that right side, okay? Backpack it. Palms down. Yuppers. You can put palms on blocks. The more you squeeze, the more that bottom leg lifts. It is this tension that lifts everything. Yeah, and reach. Nice, look at your toes, point them towards the sky, and then bring it in. Shake it out. Feet down, lift your bum, squeeze your knees. Nice job. Slow motion, bring it down. Other side. Yeah. So think backpack. If you're like, I'm not backpacking today, you don't have to. Sling it over. Yep. Palm comes down. The further back, it shifts your bum forward. Yes. And then bend forward, bend the elbows. Yeah, this is where we get into that range of motion. Beautiful, push down. And then right toes point towards the sky. Nice, perfect. Yep, yep, yep. Do you feel that? Yep. Can you slide your bum back more? Slide it back. Yes. Yes, so good, so good, so good. Elephant's trunk. Let it go. Palms down, wrists behind. Lift. Squeeze your knees. Yeah. And I want you to give your bum a little wiggle. Let it go. And lift from the core. Let your bum go. It's kind of like twerking, but not because no one can see. Drop it down. Beautiful. Take your feet, straddle the knife edge of the mat, and then just windshield wiper. Let that feel really yummy. Beautiful. We're going to work on that compression for just a hot second. Let me see where I am with regards to time. Oh, I'm there. Okay. Never mind. I lied. Settle your feet. Reach forward. And we're going to roll it back super slow. Nice. So take a block in between your thighs. And I want you to squeeze. Like you can make an impression on that block. Big toes don't lift. Roll down. Close your eyes. And when each vertebrae touches, I want you to just tap your tongue to the roof of your mouth. Each time you touch a vertebrae, tap your tongue. Beautiful. And when you reach the ground, interlace your thumbs overhead, point your toes, squeeze that block, let your belly rise. And as you exhale, press that low back into the mat. Release your block. Find your happy baby. Knees come in, elbows to the outside. Beautiful. Nice. So I have a couple different adjustments. So I'm going to grab onto the arches of her feet. And I'm going to take my knees right here. I'm going to take the shins first and roll out. I'm going to watch her face. If she gives me owies, I'm going to back off. If she says, you go, girl, I'm going to lean in and pull. So this is just creating some space in that low back. How does it feel?
Feels okay.
Okay, good, yeah. Usually it's pretty yummy. Okay, yeah. If you want to kick.
Feels like it's stretching.
It is, yeah. Relax your jaw. Well, yeah, once you know it's not going to hurt, we let go a little bit. Yeah. Nice. I'm going to release.
Okay.
Yeah, if you'd like, you can straighten through one leg, maybe into the other. Nice.
That's so different.
So different. Pull it back in. You can allow your feet to come down to the mat. Maybe rainbow the knees right and left. Just tell your body, thank you. Thank you for all that it allowed you to get into, get out of. Yeah, slide that block right out of the way. Beautiful. And then we'll start to find our Shavasana pose. grab eye pillows. Let the knees, ankles, and toes roll outwards. Nice. Any tension in your low back, Kelsey? Okay, great. So I'm going to lengthen, and then I'm going to swing. I want her to give me her legs, 100%. So if I feel like she's holding, you'll feel like it. I'm going to come through center, and I'm going to wiggle her, and I'm going to say, let go. And then I'm going to sit back and pull. You'll feel the hip release. It'll just go, okay? And then with this extension, I'm going to set her down. Let her know that she can relax. And then go. So she's in a fish, so I'm going to leave her be there. I'm just going to lengthen a little bit, so I'm just going to press my palms in, give her a little bit of length here. Yeah. And I'm going to come up here. Okay. Tiny, tiny. Yeah. I'm going to open right through here. And it's as small as letting her know that those shoulders can roll out and down. So this is so vulnerable. It's more about just caressing her and letting her know that this is a safe position. Once her shoulders are in the socket, she's in a good place. Nice. Beautiful. Let's go back to Igor. Nice. So I'm going to have you pick up and pull. Go super slow. Yeah. I like to go right with the ankles. Yep. Now ground yourself first. So your posture is so important. Yeah. And you're going to lift. If you feel him holding on at all, give him a little wiggle, a little jiggle. Yeah, kind of like da 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 da. Yeah. Okay. Now pull. Stick your butt back and pull. Yeah. Now from here, you're going to come to the left all the way, big, and then come under like you're going underneath a railroad. Yeah, and pull, and then go under, yeah, and pull back. So you're trying to pull the hips almost like out of the socket. So it's a big pull. Pull much harder. Yes. So that if you let go, your ass is over tea kettle. Okay? Nice. And then let those go. Let him know that he can relax. Just press. Yeah. Gorgeous. So see shoulders. So we're gonna come here. So I'm gonna have you press. So we're gonna go down and out. And then just like a cat making some biscuits, you're gonna knead here. Yeah, you can play. Yeah, and you wanna move his bones. Yeah, nice. Yeah, you absolutely can. if it feels right for you. There's no rush, there is no urgency. Maybe you take a beautiful breath in. Open mouth exhale, release any residual tension. Make a sound, sigh it out. One more just like that. Big breath. It is that noise, it is that frequency, it is that resonance in you that tells your nervous system to let go. It's natural in children. We have to force it as adults because it feels unnatural. But that's why we do it. If you'd like, starting to bring physical sensations back into body, wiggle fingers and toes. Sometimes it feels lovely to pull knees into heart space. Sometimes it feels even better to reach long, like you could get 1/2 of an inch taller. And then pull knees into heart space. You're welcome to roll onto your favorite side. Let your bicep cradle your head. Just take a few more cleansing breaths. Re-soften the body. In Hatha Yoga, we exhaust the body in order to quiet the mind. Using that top arm to press yourself up into a seated position. If you'd like, you can bring hands into heart center. And we're just going to rub the palms. So I want you to rub, 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 rub. You're going to start to feel some heat. Rub a little faster, rub a little more. And then take your palms to your eyeballs. Remembering that we can always shift our perception. Bring the palms back into heart center. Rub, 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 rub. And then cover your ears. Come back into center. Rub, rub, rub. And then set it on any part of your body that needs just a little bit of love and TLC. Sharing your energy, sharing your focus. These palms can come into heart center. The light in me sees and honors the light in you. We are all connected. We are all one. I hope you have a beautiful rest of your afternoon. Any questions, feel free and ask. Namaste. Great work today, guys. So that's really challenging, okay? It's also really good work, okay? Especially for our hands and our wrists and our shoulders. We don't often get into things like that where we really want to shift and push our own body weight. It's challenging to move our center of gravity. And you got to know that our center of gravity is very different than Igor's center of gravity, okay? That Y chromosome, the center of gravity is almost 18 inches difference, okay? So when they push up and they lift, it's much easier for them. It's much more challenging for us. Their center of gravity is in their chest. Our center of gravity is 18 inches lower, so it's not only 18 inches away for a lever arm, more challenging, okay? If you were going to pick up something and it's really heavy, you're going to want to push it up here, right? Because it's easier. You're not going to carry it way down here because that's hard, okay? So, no, that's a little more challenging. Yeah. You lost your marbles? What happened?
For the clocks, and I'm like, wait a minute.
They're both over there by that door.
Nice. We have some fun things coming up. We have a sound bath this coming Thursday, which is a gift to yourself. And then we also have, and that's our full moon on Thursday. And then let's see, I know we have something else going on. That's it. That's it. We're going to try and do some more off-site yoga coming up here very soon.